What is happening? Hello. How's everyone doing? Let's get to it, shall we? Hello. Hi, Rosa. Hello, hello. Well, here we are, back for some Final Fantasy today. My feet are cold. My slippers are not in this room. I don't wear my slippers. My feet are cold. The bedroom. Wah. My goodness. Hello, Hreisvalga. Right. Nowhere to Turn is our next quest. I only have one class above 80, so there is only one class that I can do this on. Lady Chai's up in the parlour, best not keep her waiting, eh? Oh yes, we're going to Eulmore. We are going to port there, but I've realised that this map is incomplete, and I can't be having that. What is this scrap of land in the centre of the map that even has a pin in it? Our Lady's Feet, huh? Speak on that. Oh, it's inside the mountain by the looks of it. Ooh. Windmill. Oh, what an odd place. You can only get to here by flying. Anyway. Forgot about Eulmore's music. Well, Nortis seems out of the ordinary, though I do not see Lady Chai anywhere. Probably pacing around outside again, staring off into the distance and all that, sighing. Strange. Let's see if we can find her and discover the source of her distress. Over here, apparently. Wait, is this where I get... Interesting. Hello, Core. Is she crying yet? I'm not at that point yet, Core. I got a lot more quests to go through. Oh, she loves Alfie.
Oh, thank heavens you're here.
Lady Chai, whatever is the matter?
I knew not where else to turn. Oh, this is all too much for my poor heart to bear alone.
Where's your husband?
Alone? What of Master Chai?
But that is the very reason I summoned you. He's gone.
What? What happened?
It all began after the events at Mount Gulg. With Lord Vorthry out of the way, we all agreed that a new leader must be chosen.
Hmm.
And so you held an election?
Yes, well, sort of. Not a single person volunteered to stand, you see. After a lifetime of leisure, we free citizens have grown somewhat indolent. Readapting to the harsh realities of life is trying enough, but to take charge of a broken city as well, no one wanted such responsibility. Nevertheless, Eulmore could not well do without a leader, and so we decided that anyone and everyone should be considered a candidate. And after we cast our ballots and tallied the votes, the mayorship fell upon my dear husband.
I thought as much. He would be the one that everyone would vote for, wouldn't he?
Well, given the manner in which he orchestrated the construction of the giant Talos, none could deny his leadership qualities.
Yes, he's not very confident, though, is he?
Then he had proven himself at Daedalus Stoneworks, don't forget. He's more than qualified for the role. The perfect choice.
He doesn't think that, though, does he?
Indeed. I told him as much when his victory was first announced. But perhaps I was too forceful in my attempt to encourage him. For shortly after that, he vanished without a word.
You believe he was so daunted by the burden of leadership that he felt compelled to flee?
Mm-hmm.
Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes. Your husband does not strike me as the sort of man who would abandon his duty, much less his beloved wife. There has to be some other reason for his absence.
You truly think so?
Yeah. This question got a while till it is. I'm going to assume that the tiers are like the end of this, like of this between times bit. I'm going to assume. I naturally assume that the tiers come at the end. That is half of the course for the Final Fantasy.
What about you? What do you think has become of my husband?
He won't have fled.
And there you have it, Lady Chai. You needn't worry. Master Chai loves you more than all the world, and he will return.
Yeah.
Wherever he may have gone, rest assured we will find him.
Thank you, my dear boy. You have set my mind at ease. I will trust in my husband and await his return.
Yay. I have so much food. I have a lot of money, so I'm always like, yeah, I'll have the food because I need XP. Oh my god, I've just realised I still have tomestones in my inventory from the last Moogle adventure. But I mean, my inventory in general is in a dire state. Makes no sense for Master Chai to leave without a word, but even if he had, it would not have done so unobserved. Someone here must have seen something, I'm sure of it. We should split up and inquire as to whether someone saw him leave, or failing that, if they have any idea where he might have gone. I'll meet you at the Glory Gate to compare notes later on. Master Chai? Why, yes, I spoke with him recently, though I recall he was in a rather dour mood, concerned about Eulmore's neglect of industry, you see. With the Lord Vorthry's apparently inexhaustible stores of meal and no great need for money, it's little wonder our businesses were all but forgotten under his rule. But I assured Master Chai that the Boutique of Splendours will do all it can to contribute to the revival of trade here in Eulmore, which seemed to satisfy him. He soon took his leave after. Worried about business. Oh my god, look how pretty this person is. They're also carrying a massive saw. Oh, I need to go downstairs, huh? I started taking money off quests since they give food since I don't use it very often. That's the thing, I take all the food because I'm like, I have plenty of money, but I do need to level classes, so I'm like, it's always worth having a little bit of food. I know that I have levels in Culinarian, so I could just make food whenever, so I suppose by that logic I should start taking money. Whatever that is, I'm not doing that right now. That quest unlocks something. It's an Ondo. I wonder if it's a Beast Tribe. Is that going to be a Beast Tribe quest, do you think? I recall a man fitting that description, asked to speak with the poor beggars lately come from Rice. Said he wanted to know the state of things down in the derelicts, and you can be sure we gave him an earful. Lack of food, medicine, clothing, there was plenty to tell. We hunt high and low for whatever we can scavenge. It's barely enough to fill our bellies, but folk here don't just want to survive, they want to thrive. When he heard that, he started mumbling to himself something about finding us work, I think. Fair play to him, though. Not content having his ear chewed about the derelicts, he asked about the other settlements and all. After all, after that, I can't really say. Looked like he was headed for Gate Town when I last saw him. He has gone to do research. Oh, this is technically his part of the city still, so I can't mount up. I started to notice I was running out of money, as it happens when you're leveling all the crafting classes at the same time. Ah, well, that's because you weren't doing gathering at the same time. Because you'll notice I have a level 60 botanist to go alongside my carpenter. I'm not gonna buy lumber? Why would I buy lumber? Who am I talking to? Is there some sort of gate? Yes, guard. Looking for Master Chai, are you? Is something amiss? When I last saw him, he seemed to collapse from exhaustion. I insisted he rested and catch his breath, and he talked for a while about his concerns over the siege defences, among other things. He made more than a few valid points. Many of our men are still recovering after your confrontation with Lord Vorthry, and finding General Ranjit in a heap in the middle of the plaza shook us to its core. The man commanded no small amount of loyalty, and some of our longest-serving soldiers seem lost without him. Indeed, a number of them have left. Not that we blame you, of course. Without you and yours, we would still be blind to the error of our ways. Anyway, funding permitting, I propose replenishing our ranks with volunteers from the derelicts in Gate Town. We have a duty to protect not only Eulmore, you see, but the surrounding regions of Calicia as well, and I, for one, welcome any man or woman willing to take up arms to that cause. Indeed, I told them as much, and you seemed relieved to hear that. It was on that note that we parted ways. He headed outside, as I recall. Yeah, sorry, scratching the back of my neck. My fishing is 90, but my botanist and mining are in the 50s. Yeah, you should level them for a time. What you need to do is you need to balance it out, because you've been leveling all of your crafting and buying everything. You need to level up your gathering and sell all the stuff that you get from gathering. And then you'll recoup some of the money. Ah! Hi, Dan. There you are. How did you fare? Have you learned anything which might offer a clue to Master Chai's whereabouts? Just a few, yeah. Interesting. Apparently paid a visit to Queen Bee as well. They discussed the possibility of granting admission to customers from outside Eulmore, an idea of which the proprietor was surprisingly receptive. Sounds like he's got big plans for the place. Eulmore, I mean, not the bee. Perhaps, but the question remains, where did he go after leaving the city? Well, evidently he went to one of the towns on the outskirts. What we know for certain is that Master Chai has shown great concern not only for Eulmore but its surrounding settlements. It seems logical then that having consulted those within city walls, he would wish to do the same to those without. Exer, if you would go and make inquiries in Right, I will likewise do this in Stilltide. Gate Town I will leave to you, Kaishir. Fair enough. Where should we meet when we finished? Top Rung would seem to be the next most likely destination. Let us reconvene there. With any luck, one of us will have stumbled upon him by then. If not, we will be well situated to continue our search. I've been punching trees in the firmament. Ah. Would you believe I actually haven't really been to Firmament? God damn it, I still can't fly here! Son of a bitch. Two quests? Two? Well, that's not something I'm going to be doing very quickly. They're both going to be in this area, aren't they? Oh, one's there, evidently. Right, because this was the zone that we, like, finished up in. It took us straight to the Crystarium after we'd finished the fight. I cannot jump over that. Purple bird. Purple bird. Also, don't tell Spooky, although he'll probably see it immediately when he comes in and says hi, because it's just on the table. I went on my walk today, and I was inspired to go into the charity shop along the high street near us, in the village. One of those things of like, huh, let's just go have a look. I was drawn to there by fate. And I found a Puppino plushie. It was only £2. I've come home with another plushie. It's an Andrex dog for all the Brits in the chat. I found an Andrex plushie in the charity shop. He needs a lot of love. Blessed. He needs love. He's a bit dirty and he's got a few little holes that I'm gonna try to stitch up. He's in need of love. But he was only £2. So I've brought him home. I thought for a sec you found a cool stick or a rock. Has been known to happen. No, the name doesn't ring any bells, but there was a rather dapper-looking Mistel gentleman here not long ago. He wanted to talk about relations between Riot and Eulmore, or rather the lack of them. We lost a great many people to their promises of meal and the chance of a lavish life among the free, and Vorthree thought to take even more from us, conscripting a few able-bodied men he had left to guard his paradise. We didn't tell you what happened when the Sin Eaters came. Such things are hard to forgive. But Vorthree's gone now, and we're curious to see what will become of Eulmore in his absence. That's what I told your friend, Shine Nuz, was it? And I'm sure there are others who said the same. Not what he wanted to hear, I suppose, but he just left soon after, and that was that. He's taking this very seriously, isn't he? Did Kay tell you he was going to be an uncle again? No! Oh my god! What? Oh my goodness, congrats. That's so cute. Is it a human baby or a furry one? Oh my god. First his brother of the kid as we dated, now his sister is having bubs too. I can feel the eyes upon us. Yep. I feel like my family are going to be insufferable once we're actually married. Because that's like, that's like been the fob off answer for like the last few years of like, want to get married first, want to get married first. The moment we get married, I can just tell. And I'm like, So he paid a visit to both Rice and Gatetown as well, did he? I see, Kaishia gleaned much the same. Seems determined to salvage what goodwill might yet remain among the settlements in Calusia. The only place he has left being Amity. Come, if we're quick, we may yet catch him. I like to tell people I can't have them because I'm pretty sure that's true. Always shuts them up. Fair, fair. Me and Spook, we like, when parents like, grandkids please, we go, stable economy please. I just said the other day that, like, we're probably not going to have a honeymoon because the cost of the wedding and the party afterwards is going to be, like, too much. Like, we can't also afford to have the honeymoon as well. There he is. Is this quest an Aether Current quest? Honeymoon fun stream. No, no, I'm not doing that. This is an Aether Current quest. No wonder. Two of us were once born citizens, a treated well after fleeing here to Amity. It seems our experiencing more. Are there any more blue quests? Because I have two that I apparently have to get. Well, that looks rather settlement-like. I'm guessing there might be a quest there. You deserve a honeymoon even if it's just a weekend beach side of the UK. I'm sure we'll do one, but we probably won't be doing one, you know, like, immediately after the wedding. It'll probably be, like, you know, a month or two after the wedding. It's in a year's time. Who can say? Things may change. The joke earlier was that the honeymoon is them taking the week off streaming. I'm taking the week off for the wedding. That's not the honeymoon. I'm taking the week off for the wedding. Boiled Owl Bridge. That's an awful name. was kind of hoping there would be a quest there, and there isn't. Oh my god, that looks sick. What the hell is that? That's gotta be a hunter's mark, right? Level 80 Hurricane. That looks sick! Yeah, that's gonna be a hunter's mark. Oh, the bit I haven't unlocked is the bottom of the cliff, apparently. So it's going to be one of these two then, because there's no quest over here. I probably should do hunting. It's okay. It's okay. I've done a few hunting marks in the past, and it's okay. But there was one, I had one that I literally couldn't find for like 3 months. I just had this mark of like, go kill this one creature, and it was never there whenever I went. I like, you know, obviously you look up like, where does it spawn, and you look for it, and it was just never there. It was just never there. Alright, let's stick to Shy. I don't want to turn into Ali, so I might just hold off. Enough. Hunting is how I'm getting my Aether tickets. Ah, there you go then. Hello. Alpha, okay, sure, what are you doing here? Might ask you the same, Master Shy. We're looking all over for you. Looking for me? Whatever for? Lady Chai has been nigh inconsolable in your absence. She claims you disappeared without so much as a word and bade us return you to her side. What blades are you talking about? I left a letter for her in our chambers. Though I suppose I could have overlooked it, and when she gets an idea in her head, oh, I can only apologise. No harm done, Master Chai, but since we're here, might I ask what compelled you to come all this way? We were told you've been elected mayor, and from what we have gathered from nearby villages, you've been inquiring about people's grievances. Is it safe to assume you mean to take office? Now, let's not jump to conclusions. I did seek to learn about the problems faced by the people of Calicia, that much is true, but I am by no means sure I am the man to solve them. Tackling on many challenges will require resources. Until then I have secured them, I would not be right to assume the role of mayor. I see, and you believe said resources can be found here. Indeed, the people's grievances are many, but in the course of my inquiries, I've already met several individuals willing to lend their aid in addressing them. However, there remains one individual crucial to my plans, a man whose counsel might yet make a mayor of me. With respect, such forethought is, in of itself, proof of your suitability. The city needs you, Master Chai, and I'm certain the man of whom you speak, whoever he may be, will reach the same conclusion. For what little it is worth, he will vouch for you if you require convincing. We believe in you! My ninja outfit looks sick, by the way. I don't know what to say. You don't need to say anything. You've got your actions to speak for you. I didn't know where you all, I'm like, I have a quest away, but then you're logged, and my brain kind of went, sleep now. Fair enough. As long as I can remember, all I ever wanted was to make it into Eulmore, but that dream's gone now. Burst like a bubble, or a boil more like. Ew. Anyway, outside of repaying Master Alphino, I haven't had a clue what to do with myself. Spent most days in a daze, you know? But I've been running up and down trying to find a way to fix this mess for everyone. I reckon you can do it. You got this lot up to Mount Gold, didn't you? How hard could mayoring be? You're going to steer Eulmore to a better future, I know it. And I want to help, properly help, do something that makes a difference. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll work on it. But I'll work it out on the way if you let me come with you. That is. Aw, he wants to be like his aide. Aw. Give me entirely too much credit, the lot of you, but I can't deny it gives me heart. Come, let us press on together. Thank you, Master Chai. We mustn't get ahead of ourselves. Eulmore needs more than a man with good intentions, which is why I'm here. I will find one with the experience needed to see the city thrive. And who is this man exactly? And are you certain he's here in Amity? Rendon is his name, and yes he is, or was. I'd scarcely begun to explain myself when he decided his time was better spent elsewhere. He served as chief advisor to Voltry's father when he was in office. Ooh. If Ranjit was the mayor's right hand, one might say Rendon was the left, and between them they kept Eulmore on the road to prosperity. The city needs more than a man of mere business, which is why I must find him. Okay. Even if you do, what makes you think he will listen? Before giving chase, might not be wise to speak with those who knew him here in Amity? They might be able to shed some light on his reason for rejecting your overtures out of hand. Spook is home. Yes, I suppose that makes sense. Perhaps we should start with Tristor then. As I recall, you made rather a favourable impression on him. I'm certain he would be willing to talk to us. Postman Pat. Greetings, friend. And to you too, Master Chai. I presume you were here to ask after Rendon? I couldn't help overhearing your earlier exchange. Yes, well, with Voltry gone, Eulmore wants a leader. Should no one rise to challenge, the city could very well collapse. I came here seeking Rendon's counsel in the hope we might build a better Eulmore together. That is still my wish, but given how abominably you were mistreated there, I quite understand if you choose not to help. Worry not, Master Chai, I bear no grudge against you or the people of Eulmore. I would not see you suffer for Voltry's villainy. As you no doubt gathered it from your meeting earlier, Rendon can be rather uncompromising. He has his principles, you see, and little patience for anyone he deems less committed to their own. Your desire to right wrongs of your past of Eulmore's past is quite admirable, but I fear the guilt you bear on your city's behalf works against you. I can see it in your eyes, the way you carry yourself. It goes without saying he sees it as well. You must let those feelings go, Master Chai. Be more assertive, commit to this course, and prove to him Eulmore has the resolve to change. Resolve to change. I believe he was heading towards Pit 8 when he left. If you plan to go and speak with him, I suggest you be firm and clear in your intentions. Very well, to Pit 8 we shall go, and I will not take no for an answer. Nay, no, not even a maybe. Hi.
Well, it's you again. Well, I see you've invited your friends. Need them to fight your battles for you, do you?
No, I didn't invite them, as it happens, though they are indeed my friends. Well, not only mine, but every true Eulmoreans. They are the ones who awakened us to the truth, to Lord Voltry's villainy, the famous warriors of darkness.
Are they now?
Yes, they are. It would be no exaggeration to call them our saviors. We owe much and more to their kindness, but we cannot depend on that kindness forever. To do so would be a little different from entrusting our affairs to Lord Vorthry. Nay, we must learn to stand on our own 2 feet. And I would have them present to witness my attempt.
Hi, Core.
Hear, hear, Master Chai.
Your sentiments are admirable. Yet admirable sentiments do not a nation make.
Look at this guy's braiding. He looks like a military officer.
In my capacity as advisor, I once strove to build a better Eulmore. Gave honest counsel to my superiors, drafted laws for the benefit of one and all. But in time, my values fell out of favor. There was no need for them in this paradise Vorthry was creating. And so I left my homeland behind. But you, Chai News, you were content to wallow in indolence under Vorthry's auspices. And so I cannot help but ask myself what manner of nation you intend to build.
That's fair, I guess.
I can offer no simple answer to that question. But this much I will say. It is my hope that Eulmore can become a nation which her citizens might freely choose to build together.
The sun just set.
A great many people, myself included, flocked to Eulmore seeking sanctuary. The alternative being to live in fear and die in pain. Seemed an easy choice. And sanctuary we found. As much food and drink as we could ever want. Secured at the cost of the surrounding villages. Little wonder the people gathered at our doorstep, begging to work among the bonded. The free were blind to it all, of course. Content to, as you say, wallow in indolence. In ignorance. Were I mayor, I would first take stock of the city's resources and see that they were assigned equitably. Our days of reckless consumption are behind us. The distinction between free and bonded died with Vorthry. The needs of rich and poor alike must be considered if our nation is to survive. To which end I would take steps to secure channels for supplies, rekindle relations with nearby settlements, who re-establish industry, reach out to neighboring nations, and the list goes on and on. But I am no ruler, nor even a politician. I am an entrepreneur. My expertise lie in planning and profit. I haven't the knowledge or experience to run a nation. Please, Rendon, will you not help me? Together, we could solve the city's problems. Build a Eulmore for the people.
A Eulmore for the people. I rather like the sound of that.
Hey.
But before I offer you my counsel, I would be certain of your ability to perform the duties of office.
You would?
You ask me to help you solve Eulmore's problems, but first I would see you solve one on your own. Accomplish that, and you will prove both to me and the people that you are a man worth following.
Right then, is there a particular issue you would have me resolve? You seem to have conducted an assessment of the problems Eulmore now faces. I assume you will agree, therefore, that the matters of dwindling food stores is the most pressing. Yes, meal being neither a desirable nor less sustainable option, I assume alternate foodstuffs are now required to fill the void. A man who hungers is not like to contribute much to society, save violence, perhaps. Tell me, how do you propose to solve this problem? Give me a satisfactory answer, and I will consider offering you my counsel. You could fish? A combination of measures would seem to be in order, one to address the immediate issue of supply and another that of production. Go on. For the present, Eulmore's coffers can be used to purchase food from our neighbours. This would afford us time to address the underlying problem that affects us all, the long-standing neglect of agriculture. The villages that once served as sources for trade foodstuffs must be repopulated, their means of production restored. This assumes, of course, that we can rekindle relations with our neighbours, guarantee security and stability in the region, and more importantly, find people willing to leave the city to take up the rebuilding effort. I may think of that all by yourself, did you? Well, yes, it began as a rather abstract plan I drafted some time ago after speaking with the people of Eulmore and the nearby settlements. You've impressed me, Chinas. I have? Well, that is a relief. Oh, but you haven't secured my support just yet, only my attention. Grand plans will not be enough to persuade the masses. If you would ask them to rebuild, you must provide them the means to do so. Fair point, Rendon, and one to which I have given much thought. I propose the use of Talos to aid the embellishment and establishment and maintenance of these settlements. Their employment should drastically improve efficiency and ultimately increase production. Talos, but Daedalus Stoneworks closed their doors years ago. Without a steady supply of the necessary equipment, people would starve before your plans could be put into effect. Well, as heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, it just so happens that Talos are my field of expertise. With that help, I am quite certain we can acquire what we need in no time at all. Let's thought about it. Rendon is quite right. Building Talos from scratch will require time we simply do not have, which is why I propose we make it use of the long-abandoned Talos which wander the wilds of Felicia. They'll need to be deactivated, and if memory serves, the tools required to do so will be in top rung. Come with me. I'm going to nip over here and get what I assume is the Aether Current quest. Ooh, these guys look cool at night. Well, scuff my helm if it ain't that travel I've been hearing about. And the elders had more than a few things to say. Best be giving you a proper welcome then, eh, lally-ho? Lally-ho! That's what I like to see, a lally-ho straight from the heart. I only wish my own boy would put as much effort into his lallies and his hoes. He's always busy fiddling with his damn automata, no time for swapping words with folks of flesh and blood. Every dwarf knows that a lally-ho gets a lally-ho. Or if you're asking to become an outcast, mother does worry she does. That's only the half of it. I know it's just the stage that the lads go through, but the little bugger has to argue with every word I say. Oh, I've had the most clever idea. Not listen to me or the villagers, but maybe, just maybe, curiosity for a stranger will win out over our sour attitude. Worth a try, don't you think? Please befriend my son or own it. Just get him used to giving a proper greeting, that's all I ask. I tell you, he really is a marvel with automata. In the end, if you end up getting along, he may even show you a few of his stranger contraptions. Lally ho! Gib Aether Current. G. Run it! Look, we got the visitor. Why don't you say hello? Who are you then? What, you got something to say to me? Lally ho! Oh, you know our greeting, Lally. Oh, run it, my lad. You can do better than that. Heads up, eyes front. No need to be shy. I'm not being shy. I'm stoic. Yes, dear, if you say so. Now, run it. Is there... Oh, thanks for gifting us sub to the sound alerts. Thanks for giving the bot a sub. Give it a little pat. They're doing a good job. Now, Ron, is everything else alright? You seem to be looking for something. Hi, love. You alright? Oh, no, it's just, I mean, I sort of lost my hammer. This is your fault that I'm doing this voice. You what? Of all the irresponsible, careless, and foolish... Yep. Ron's hammer has been in the family for generations. It's a priceless heirloom that belonged to Watts, the blacksmith of legend himself. Well, what are you standing around for, boy? Find the hammer. We'll do what we can to help. Yeah, hope got that fancy badge. Right, why don't you have a chat with some of the villagers for me and ask if they've seen Ronit's hammer? Just remember your dwarven manners and you'll be all well. Ah, thank you, Hope. You're sweet. Am I supposed to be asking? Oh. Run first with me then. Oh, that is a fine lally-ho you've got there, lass. I like you. Run it? Ah, the sulky sprouts lost White's hammer, has he? Well, lucky for him, I believe yon gentle dwarf picked it up. It's time I was getting back to work. Good day to you, stranger. I know, right? I almost cried. You're talking to me? What's this? Uh-oh. A perfect lally. Ha! Oh, it's broken. Ah! That was weird. You're no ordinary traveller, I see. The hammer I picked up, I reckoned it to hand over to the elder for safekeeping. You reckon it belongs to young Ronit? Well, he can be touch shouty, that boy. Do you think you could take it back to him for me? That's my part done, then. Oh, is this the gem person? Nope, it's just a quest. Oh, that's probably the gem person right there. There's always something to do. Where is he? Blah, blah, blah. On this side of the cliff. Huh? Why are you still here? Wait, this is my hammer. Well, look at that. You see, Ronald, give the right proper greeting and folk will be glad to share a bit of kindness. Could be that you've the thing to learn from Exa here. You're lecturing me again? Aye, well, maybe. Maybe you're not such a bad sort. I'll just put the hammer in a safe place somewhere. I mean to be a famous smithy myself one day, so I best not lose it again. I'll leave it to you then. I know my boy is not the easiest to get along with, Exa, but he could use a friend like you. He's special, just because you are special, dear. Mwah. I don't need a friend. I don't need anyone. We're not going to be friends, you understand? But you can stay around a little longer if you want. So now what? Thank you. Oh, this unlocks something. That's for later. You said you're not going to be friends? Fine. I'm going to go. And now I can stop doing the stupid accent. Wah! Well, hopefully we might get the Aether Current quest and we can fly from this point onwards. Not work? I thought I was supposed to soothe her. No, please just let me go. Oh. Oh dear. God, this song is a fucking bop. There we go. You love playing the G note, don't you, Hope? Right, where's this one then? Ah, the old memory hasn't let me down. This chest contains canisters filled with the dashedly potent insulating powder capable of halting the flow of aether into Talos. You'd only get within throwing distance and let one fly. Disabling them without damaging them. Ingenious. An old trick of the trade, nothing more. Once disassembled, it should be simple enough to matter to get them to march to Eulmore. More extensive repairs can wait. Ordinarily, this is where I would ask you to run along and do the deed, but as I've said before, it's high time we learn to stand on our own 2 feet. Thankfully, throwing canisters is something even I should be able to manage. Sure about that? Oh, come off it, Master Chai. Even if the Talos ain't a threat, there's 101 other things out there waiting to make a meal of you. That may be, Kaishir, but Rendon has tasked me with solving this problem, and I will not sit idly by while others risk everything else to see my harebrained schemes realised. Not this time. Which is to say, the mere thought of it doesn't fill me with dread. Truth be told, I can't feel my legs. But if I'm to prove I'm a man worth following, I must lead by example. Well said, Master Chai. Here. Yes, well, I should go without saying I have no intention of dying for this. I've always preferred living to see the fruits of my labours. And I make sure it... And to make sure I do, I require your help. It is, as she says, these lands are dangerous, and if one is not careful, I would ask you to use my spyglass to look out for any beasts that could get in the way of my work. I will also need you to alert me when it's safe to subdue the Talos, understood? Yay, mini-game. Good, then let's be off to the quick way through the north gate and see if we can find a suitable vantage point for you. Keep a lookout for any danger and alert Chinas when it's safe to incapacitate Talos. You may move the spyglass as well as zoom in and out. Point the spyglass at Chinas to give him the signal. Okay. I did it! I did it! Let's move on to another Talos, shall we? What was... I do believe I'm getting the hang of this. The ear wiggle. You need to leave the next one to me. Hey, well done. That should do it. Now we have all we need to proceed. I'm gonna head out. Bye, Hope! Thanks for coming. That's terrifying. Why'd you make them so big? I can scarcely believe it. It was a reckless, foolish plan, but somehow it worked. Yay. I did it. Master Chai, I believe I owe you an apology. Your plan to replace Eulmore's food stores showed forethought and sound judgment. What's more, it's plain your time at Daedalus Stoneworks has equipped you to lead, as evidenced by the extraordinary company you keep. You, sir, are more than qualified to be the next mayor of Eulmore. Thank you for your vote of confidence, but the fact remains I am wholly ignorant of the world's politics, which is why I would ask you to join me and grant Eulmore the benefit of your counsel. I would be honoured. When the people behold these Talos, I have no doubt they will lend you their support. It would seem Eulmore's leadership is at last in capable hands, would you not agree? We should probably be getting back soon, Master Chai. After you've tinkered with the Talos and all that, Lady Chai is worried sick. What's with this music?
Right. Right then. Form a line and make for Eulmore.
What's that noise? Wicked White! Runaway Talos! Call the guard! Stay back! All of you!
Here she comes!
Is that?
Yeah!
Darling, you're back.
Oh, they're so cute!
Of course I'm back. You didn't see. I can't.
I love them! Oh,
Oh, oh dear.
oh dear. That man is dead. Aww, I love them. He actually has to use healing magic.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry, my darling. It's just the sight of you filled me with such joy, I couldn't help myself.
I love them.
Oh, no, it's all right, dear. I should have just come out and said what it was I was intending, instead of entrusting the task to a hastily scribbled letter.
Does that mean you'll do it?
Well, I'm here, aren't I? I mean, not that my absence signified any unwillingness, you understand? Oh, no, naught could be further from the truth. I only left to enlist the aid of the former mayor's senior advisor. And now that I have it, I believe I am ready to take office.
Hey.
Oh, how wonderful!
Aww. Oh, they're so sweet. And there she goes again.
Please.
Shake him! Shake him! It was quite the reception, one Master Chai will struggle to forget. More seriously, the arrival of the Talos deceived the public attention. Ooh, Trevenant. Once word is spread out around Eulmore, it will be much simpler to gather one, and also that Master Chai can make his inaugural address. Pain and pleasure. Oof. No need to fret, sir. I've never been better. And not at all overawed by the prospect of addressing the assembled masses of Eulmore. As for where to do it, if we were to accommodate everyone who might so feasibly wish to attend, I suppose the only place large enough would be the Emergent. And I will go and spread the word amongst citizens, both free and bonded, that they are able to assemble there and to meet their new mayor. You there, Kaishu, was it? Would you go and inform the residents of Gate Town and the derelicts? Of course I will. Good lad. I will let the guards know not to bar the way to Vorthage Chambers. Goes without saying, I might expect the Warrior Darkness to attend, assuming she's available. Might as well see it through to the bitter end, eh? The doorman at the Crown Lift will show you up. Okay, I'm gonna go get the Aether Current first. Wait, was there an Amaro keep up there? I don't think there is. Also, I can't see the name. That's Tamara. That's still tied, so no. No, there's no Amaro porters. If I get this, then I only have one left in Lakeland, and then I'll have all of the places unlocked. Wah. Let's go as quick as we can. go. Ta-da! Aether attunement complete. We can fly. Even though the instinct is to just go straight there, obviously the game's not going to let us. So like, look, that balcony right there is where I need to fly to. No. No, can't do it that way. Where? Oh. In a few more hours, the sun will rise. Okay, let's go then. Wah. Let this go. Oh.
Go on, dear.
Have confidence.
Thank you all for gathering here today. But before going any further, could I ask the free citizens of Eulmore to look around? Tis a sight none of us would ever have seen under Lord Forthree's rule. Not only do we stand in the familiar presence of those we once called the Bonded, but today we welcome the peoples of the Derelicts and Gate Town too. Today we welcome the Warriors of Darkness, come to bear witness to Eulmore's new beginning. As you know, an election was recently held, at the end of which I had the honor of being chosen to succeed Lord Forthree. You place great faith in me, and I promise to do my utmost to live up to your expectations, and I will seek always to carry out the duties of this office with integrity and fairness. Always, I say, but not forever. Let it be known that I do not intend to hold this post indefinitely. I consider myself but an acting mayor, who will serve only for the interim, while Eulmore is reshaped according to a new set of values. No longer can we think of ourselves as divided? As the free and the bonded, citizens and non-citizens. The systems put in place by Lord Vorthry must be undone. But even as we tear down the old, we must give thought to the new. To what manner of nation Eulmore should become. Whatever the answer may be, it cannot be decided by one man alone. And so I propose that an open forum be held, that we might all discuss how best to strive towards a better future. However, there can be no talk of the morrow unless we first address the issues of today. Securing new sources of food, rebuilding relations with our neighbors, re-establishing industry. There is much and more that needs to be done. Too much for a mere man of business. And so I pledge instead to do everything in my power to ensure our city's security and stability while we all work together to see these problems solved. The road before us will not be easy, and I know full well how daunting the prospect of honest labor may seem to some of you. But we must accept the reality of our circumstances. We must move forward. This much we owe to ourselves and to the brave heroes who risked their lives to bring back the night. Once we have shored up our city's foundations and regained some semblance of normality, let us reconvene to speak of the future. Until then, I humbly ask that you lend me and each other your strength for Eulmore!
Yay! Well said. Well said. That was a fine speech, Master Chai. I believe your words stirred every soul in attendance. Stir them into action, I hope. If I have learned anything from all of this, it's that change begins with the individual. It is but a matter of finding the strength to take the first step. Yeah? Assuming my fellow Eulmorans can, it should be an honour and a privilege to help them walk this road we have chosen. We must not forget the individuals who made all of these changes possible. Were it within my power, I would carve a tribute to your heroism into the very stone upon which this city stands. I hate to change the subject, darling, but now that you have officially taken office, have you given any thought to your mayoral seat? We will not be moving into the emergent, dearest. It's too big for one thing, and too far from the people for another. We will retain our current residence, and I will govern here in the parlour. Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. I much prefer the view from the parlour. Begging your pardon, Master Chai, but have you got time for a word? Yes, of course. Hathen? It? Aye, that's me. I liked your speech, but there's folks outside these walls as don't even have enough food to last till tomorrow, and more who are counting their crumbs. If you plan to change that, I want to help set things in motion. Then we've much to discuss. No sooner do I take my office than work begins in earnest. Well, I suppose I brought it upon myself. Thank you again for your help, Hexer. I hope to see you again before long. What a day. I don't know what it means exactly, but I do know I've got plenty to think about. It says we have a great deal to consider. I would resolve to remain here until such time as Eulmore's future was secured, but it's clear to me now that the city is in capable hands. With every confidence they will find their way, and I believe it's time we went on ours. Ah. So, Alphino's leaving too, is he? Seems like everyone's moving on. Everything's changed. I've been thinking about what I should do in all this. Like I told you, I spent most of my life dreaming about living here with my friends in paradise. Now paradise is gone, but something better has taken its place, and I reckon I want you to be a part of it. This Eulmore for the people Master Chai has been going on about is going to build itself after all, not that I'm much a builder. Me and my friends will find a way to make a difference, though. Help keep things changing for the better. Far nobler dream than the one which you clung before, and one I am happy we share. I don't know why I suddenly lost the ability to read. Whatever path you choose, I will pray for your success. Well, when you put it like that, there's no going back now, is there? We've got a few ideas on how we can do our bit, just a matter of taking the first step. Yay! We got an orchestration! Orchestrion. Truly, to see Kaishia thus inspired by our actions is inspiring in itself. Yet, however much I may wish to stay and see what comes of his efforts here in Eulmore, we have matters of our own to attend to. Come, we should return to the Crystal Tower. Perhaps Becklug's studies have borne fruit of our absence. I've forgotten how you pronounce it. To the Crystarium! More cutscene? Welcome back. We were given to understand a new mayor has taken office in Eulmore. Indeed, our good friend Master Chai was elected by popular vote, and after some considerable soul-searching, chose to accept the post. It's a shame you weren't able to attend his inaugural speech, though I have no doubt you'll see more of him in the future. But tell me, how fared you in preparing the White Aura site? Well, our work did not proceed quite as expected. Oh dear. In your absence, we had a frank discussion on the principles of soul transference. And concluded at length that White Aura site is ill-suited for our purpose. Oh. But Ariange, did you not say that compared to the massy soul of an Ascian, stone could house one of ours with ease? That I did, and armed as we were with Becklug's invaluable insight, would indeed prove a trifling matter, were we to disregard the inviolable link twixt mind and soul. A link which would, we did belatedly realise, be weakened most perilously in the process of rendering our souls dormant as Aurasight doth require. Thus the shedding of these fleshy simulacra and the surface of ether which compromiseth Ariange, please! Would in all likelihood deprive us of our psyches as well. It would theoretically be possible to channel your minds into the Eurosite instead, but we will more than likely sacrifice your souls in the process. Which is why we have abandoned that plan and instead devoted our time to finding a means by which mind and soul might be transported together. And we are no closer to a solution than when we first began. They're trying to kill brain cells. I know, right? Jesus. It's a vexing conundrum indeed, but one which the Crystal Exarch has posited a most intriguing solution. When our discussions turn to the transference of memories in the psyche, I could not help but be reminded of a technique with which I have personal experience. Exit, do you recall what we learned of my eyes from our encounter with Doga and Une? Oh god, that was so long ago! I speak of the royal eye of the Allagan imperial line, gifted to my forebears through blood and memories of the ancient Allagans. It is by this gift that I am able to control the Crystal Tower. If we were to gain an understanding of the technology by which the Allagans were able to accomplish this transference, perhaps then we could keep mind and soul together. Imagine, if you will, a device like unto a soul crystal, replete not only with our worldly memories, but also the bountiful energies of the soul. That is our current avenue of investigation, and we will follow it wheresoever it leads. While we are thus engaged, I think it best Exa return to the source and inform Kryl and the others of our findings. Indeed, I imagine Tatteru would be relieved to hear we've made progress of a sort. Now, I would beg leave to relay our findings onto Thancred and Rin, and to assist where I may in their investigation of the empty. Yes, please do. Should we have need of their counsel, we will not hesitate to summon you. This is where the patch ends, and then the new patch begins. Give our regards to Tatteru, won't you? Of course. Back from Inishi crying yet. Core, how fast do you think I get through story? I actually read everything, you know. Exa, you're back. How did everything go in the first? Wait, don't tell me. Kryl will be here shortly and she'll want to hear too. She's just heading to the others. Their bodies, I mean. Gods, I don't think I'll ever get used to saying that. Anyway, you can tell us everything the moment she gets here. Several cutscenes will play in sequence! Let's fucking go. You got here just in time, Core.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've carried out the treatment as per Master Matoya's instructions. It should slow the destabilization of their corporeal ether quite significantly. But tell me, how fare our friends in the first?
This is unrelated to anything, but I love that Kryl walks around in a cloak that has little kitty ears on it. And no one comments on it. And no one seems to think any less of her for it either. Hair is cute. It is. It's very cute.
So this Becklug's the first to lead an authority on soulcraft, are they? Sounds promising.
And Urianger's proffered solution of white auracite is rather ingenious now that I think of it. Well, while they press on with their preparations, you may rest assured we will continue to do our part here.
I don't remember, Pirate. I don't remember.
Oh, you're back.
Estinian! He's the Assault Dragoon! Sup, fucker? Not dead then.
And none the worse for wear, I see.
Hey, buddy.
Estinian! Oh, thank the gods! We've been worried sick. Did you lose your link pearl or something?
The situation in Garlemald has become more complicated. I was making my escape from the capital when I ran into one of yours, Riol. He thought it best we come straight here.
Down, Dan! Down! Down! I'm aware he's got white hair. I also love Estinian. Hi, Sam. This is Estinian. He's also the Azure Dragoon. I'm also the Azure Dragoon. That never happens. He's like my little brother because I beat him up all the time. I love him so much.
More complicated how?
Estinian doesn't appear in the main story until Heavensward, but if you're a Dragoon, you get to see him in the base game, and you get to beat him up. Which was just so funny to me. And I remember at the time that the rest of the squad didn't know that because no one else had played Dragoon yet. So when we got to Heavensward, I was like, I know this guy. They were like, you do? And I was like, yeah, he's from the Dragoon story. I've already kicked his ass once. And now I've got to kick his ass again. Do you know how many times I've beaten this man up? I love him so much.
Where to begin?
Note we both have similar glaives. We're
After
tight.
entering the Empire via Razat Han, I went about my mission of investigating Black Rose. It was then, inside a provincial factory, that I encountered the one who styles himself Shadow Hunter, Gaius Baelsar.
Yes. I beat him the fuck up. I love him. Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like a bro to me. Exactly. I love him. He's great. We spent the entirety of Heavensward going, God, you're an asshole. And then at the end we're going, okay, but you're my asshole.
Our goals being apparently aligned, we joined forces and ventured on into the heart of the capital, to the very Imperial Palace itself. There, we found a man whom all assumed dead.
Oh my god, they're actually going to tell us?
But his soul lives on. And he has wrested back his flesh.
Heck.
Xenos Ye Galvus.
Ooh. But that's not possible! I killed him!
Nor did the surprises end there. For no sooner had we arrived than he murdered his sire in cold blood. The Emperor is dead. This sent Gaius into a rage, and he charged in, blade drawn.
How did you get out? Oh! Oh, and Kryle's going as well. Oh, convenient echo powers. Ooh, that doesn't look good. I've seen him in action, his body at least. You will not best him alone. Nay, death will not come easily to that thing. If you would join me, then by all means. For what good it will do, I... Yep. Glaive time. Look at this. Look at this face. I want to punch his face so bad. The Black Wolf and the Azure Dragoon. I suppose this might suffice. Come then. Oh! Jesus. This is sick that we get to see this fight. Uh-oh. That's not good. Ah, the simple pleasure of one's own flesh. Truly there is no place like home. Abomination. Whatever he is, Exa was barely a match for him if we stay here much longer. Emperor Varys, your radiance, are you alright? We may wear out our welcome. Your radiance! No! Must even the most middling of sport be spoiled? The world conspires to bore me. But I have no cause to remain. I leave these vermin to you. Xenos! Oh, he can do that now, huh? Dragoons, let's go! Well, any bright ideas? Just one. That was sick! Radiance! The intruders have taken flight. I repeat, the intruders have taken flight. Deploy all available Magitech armor. We cannot let them escape. How do people see out of that armor? Who can say? Who can say? It's magic! It's Final Fantasy! It's magic. Who's to say? Yes, beaks are hard, and drawing front-facing burb is very cursed. Ah. Oh, I wasn't prepared for this. I get to play as a Stinian? They really making me play the most watered down version of Dragoon. Medicus? I think not. Good luck, new mech dropped on you, get used to it. Yes, the old have a character with moves and movesets you might not be used to. Good luck, have fun. At least this one I am used to. Whenever they do this, it's always it's always a class that you can actually play, but they like strip it back so that it's very easy. It's just funny because this time round it's a class I actually do play, so I'd be fine with the complicated version. Like, I know how to do this. I know how to Dragoon. Hello, you two. Get fucked. Bye! Uh-oh. Make those easy marks by moving together. I suggest we split up. Alright then, I'll take the low road, so to speak. Whee! See you outside. Stay safe. I assume this is the way I'm supposed to go. There's no map. Shout out to the Kiraga shortcut not being in one spot all the time. Ah! If you're gonna play healers, you gotta have all of your heals on the same buttons. Well, someone's been busy. Ooh. Oh. That is awful. I hate that. Arc Ultima. They're trying to bring back Ultima? You would bar my way, would you? So be it. Come, Nidhogg, lend me your strength. It's Dragoon time! They're trying to rebuild Ultima, huh? I hate that. That's why I was like, oh! I was like, yeah, we've not seen that in a long time. Ugh. Seems we've been afforded an impromptu field test. This guy was a raid boss! Oh, they've changed up the moveset. Stardiver, let's fucking go. They've given me Stardiver! Ah, oh, there's the music. There's the music. I recognize that. Now loading data sample. Oh no. Uh-oh. Well, we know what Ultima did. Data sample 12. Oh, what's he doing? Uh-oh. I'd like more space to stand, thank you. Ow! Okay, I did something wrong there. Fuck me. Oh, don't make me watch the entire cutscene again. Gotta watch the entire cutscene again. Oh no. Just want to get through it though. I just want to get through it. Don't make me do it again. Ah! There was a mechanic there that I didn't do. I guess maybe I should have been destroying all of the bits. I just wanted to destroy the bits that were like where I was standing. What is Ultima in this context? I believe it is an ancient machine that was originally created by the Allagans, who are Allagans is the standard fantasy ancient race with weird technology that is more advanced than our own technology, but they somehow all got destroyed or whatever. Usual stuff. And then the Garleans found it and, like, revived it, and using it in Realm Reborn, they defeated a bunch of primals, such as, why is my brain not working? The usual, the Final Fantasy summons, Ifrit, Titan, defeated them and stole their power kind of thing. And then we went and beat up Ultima. So the short version is a very powerful weapon, and it looks like they are remaking it, even though I was pretty certain we had very thoroughly destroyed it. Ancient super weapon machine, in short. Yeah, basically. Basically. And I don't know why they've attached a person to it, because it didn't have that before. Because the Garleans have discovered bioweapons, apparently. A weapon to surpass Metal Gear. This is true. Yes, the Garleans have discovered genetic manipulation, which we learnt in the last expansion, and I was like, oh good, only good things will come out of that. But yeah, in typical MMO style, defeating Ultima was like an 8-man, big boss fight. So now to have it here being like, hi, you're gonna fight it again, but you're one guy, is like, oh. Yeah, don't know why there's a person in it. They didn't have that. Let me read these again, because these are different. Absorbs a portion of damage dealt as HP. That's useful. That's a dot. And that's Stardiver. I know what Stardiver does. Okay. Yeah, they've taken away my heal for this. So if that's a dot, I need to keep the dot up. So I don't have a heal, but this gives me a little bit of life drain. And then the music starts up. Right, so I think I probably need to be taking down the ads a bit swifter. Sample from Castrum Abania. I've just read the dialogue that they said. I've forgotten which one that was. Which one was the Castrum Abania? One in Garabania, I'm guessing. But what was there? Yeah, okay, so they all self-destruct. And because I left too many of them alive last time, that was why I died. Uh-oh. It's invulnerable. Shoot. A limit break from me?
Taste my loss.
Did you see the faint shadow of the dragon wing in that? That was cool. Wow. Strokes in, I don't know, FF14, that's fair. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Galleons and then Machina. Now, where are you guys? There we go. Blech. I feel like trying to catch up to this game would take ages. Oh, yes. But at least it's free to start with.
Are you all right?
Because the first 2 expansions are free now. As if FF weren't usually long games. Yeah. It is good, though. It is good. It's really good.
Peer into my past, did you?
Don't take it personally. I do it to everybody.
Well, I didn't quite relive the experience as you did, but I bore witness to it all.
I'm still not sure what I think of this gift of yours, but no matter.
It's been a 3-month journey. Yeah, and you guys have been no-lifing it. I play once a week. This has been like a 3-year journey for me, because I play once a week. You guys have been playing every day.
Our confrontation was cut short when the Imperial Guard arrived. It was then that Xenos took his leave, citing boredom.
To think their research into the Echo could bear such fruit. Escaping death, jumping from one body to the next, and returning to his own after all this time. He is an Ascian in all but name.
I don't like it.
It beggars belief, aye. But no more than a hero traversing the rift between worlds.
Shut up. You ever look in someone's past so hard you start playing as them? Yeah, that's the Echo. That's main character syndrome, that is. What? What?
My concerns are far more prosaic. With the Emperor dead and the Crown Prince missing, the Empire is in disarray. Until
Missing?
order is
He just
restored,
left?
assuming it even possible, we needn't fear an Imperial reprisal. And for reasons of his own, Xenos took it upon himself to rid the world of Black Rose.
It's because he thinks it's unsporting, because he lives for the hunt.
Riol has already gone to apprise the Alliance leaders of these developments. We may leave the matter in their hands for now.
Guess who he wants to hunt, boyo?
And perhaps we have seen the last of the fighting at Gimlet. Though, if it comes to civil war, I cannot help but fear for the provinces. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten to ask. What became of Gaius? Did he not escape with you?
That he did, but we parted ways shortly after leaving Garlemald. He claimed another threat had arisen which demanded his attention.
I like the more of a blade that his glaive has. Mine goes to like a point. I like how his is more like a blade. But we both got the dragon.
He didn't elaborate, but the absence of some device or other in the capital gave him reason to believe they're planning something. Lest you worry, I believe he has well and truly shed the Black Wolf's pelt. Conquest is no longer his objective. We may safely leave him to his own devices.
He'll be back.
Well, it's nice to have one less foe to worry about, even if we do have a mysterious new threat to look out for instead. Speaking of which, I'll see that Riol and Al Shinobi are made aware. Though we still know next to nothing, it can't hurt to be vigilant.
Well then, with Black Rose nipped in the bud, I believe I've fulfilled my part of the bargain.
Just remember, did you see the art I got come from doing? I did! I really liked it! Yes! Wah! Happy Pride. I loved it! I saw!
That's true, but with the Archon still slumbering away, we were hoping you might agree to stay with us for a little bit longer.
Hell yes. Gotta rep the flag.
Sorry, but I'm not inclined to extend my contract. Gaius isn't the only one with business to attend to.
What?
Thank you for your help then, Estinian. I see why Alphino admires you so.
Yes. Hi, bud.
Farewell, my friend. See that you don't make a habit of dozing off in battle.
I'm gonna kick your ass again. The face. Love you, bud.
I suppose we should all be getting on then. As ever, we will see to the Archon's needs. In the meantime, why not get some rest? You've more than earned it. Go on.
Blah. Code for this is the end of this section. Just put Twitter banner as well to another piece of art. I can't let me know if you want to see it. Of course I want to see it! Of course I want to see it! Frothing at the mouth. You must be shattered after all that hopping back and forward between worlds. Why not stay here and rest a while? I'm sure Decalogue would manage without you. They've got enough science to help them, if you ask me. Blah, blah, blah. Go on then, give me the end of patch cutscene. What's he doing? Meanwhile, in Garlemald, what's he doing? Show me. Traitors, you would dare deny Lord Nerva of the throne? Oh, it's a coup. Ah! Wilhelm scream. Ow! Onward, before this day is done, victory shall be ours. Thank God they're too busy infighting to fight with us. Yes. Boring, boring, boring. Do you think? I find it amusing, like dogs herding cattle to the slaughterhouse. Oh, hello. That Hugh, your soul. Who are you? For your majesty, I'm but another dog, lost in want of a new master. A hunting dog, if you should wish it so. For I know full well the prey you would seek next. Is it me? Zodiac. Oh! No. That's... well... well then. That is interesting. He wants to find Zodiac. Meanwhile, in Eulmore, in the first. Did you hear? The mayor's reopening Daedalus Stoneworks and they're looking for labourers. There's talk of resettling some of the old abandoned villages too. They're even laying on free Talos to anyone willing to make the move. Free Talos? Ha! We better get packing. Brocade marked now. Now. Steady work, board and lodging. If that's not a recipe for hope, I don't know what is. Hope? Huh? Yes, as long as I get live, I would see that feeble flame rekindled. Huh? Huh? It is my destiny to see our dream fulfilled. Wait, what? Huh? Him? How? What? Wait, what? How? I'm so confused. What? How is... how is he... one alive, two corporeal? How? And because this is Final Fantasy XIV, is it even him? Where did you get that body? I have several questions. None of which are going to be answered this week. just about to ace this game. Honestly, the clip of me ranting about how stupid the characters are in Ace Attorney does live in my brain. Of me just going, what?! But anyway. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna go and address food. It really do be like that. It do be like that. Final Fantasy is a great game. And you should consider playing it. And if you do consider playing it, let me know so that I can get a friend referral code. Anyway, that's going to be us for today. I will see you tomorrow. We're going to be continuing working on the Cobble 2.0. We got it into Unity yesterday. So we're going to be carrying on with that, getting it all set up. It's looking good. There's things that we have to tweak, so we'll be doing that. I hope you all join me tomorrow for it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, guys, whatever it is you get up to, and I will see you later. Bye!